Today is March 19th. There is no baseball. It does not exist. We will be answering your voicemails, your Twitter questions, and talking a little Yankees history. Let's do it. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake. Recaps galore and weekly awards. Stat lines, steaming hot takes. Get your Yankees news with these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old Jomboy and Jake.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jomboy. I'm coming to you from the Bronx, and I'm with my co-host and good friend Jake. He's also in the Bronx. We're at Jomboy Media headquarters. It's March 19th. We should be getting sick of spring training baseball. We should be like, oh, just get me to the season. Just get me to the season. This is so boring. Instead, we have no baseball. We don't even have bad baseball to complain about. We got nothing. Zada. Zilch. I was going to say Zada and then Nilch.
Yeah.
I just messed it up.
It was good.
Yeah. How are you doing,
I like
Jake?
Zada.
Zada. Nilch.
You got Zada today.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Zada?
Is that nada? Hey, Jim. Jake Storielli, October 11th, 1989. 5'7", 185. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I think I would eat both of my shoes for a spring training baseball game right now. But I think a lot of the country would, so I don't want to brag about that. And, yeah, man, how about Dan Zlotnick on the song? And in no way is this me just prolonging the episode anymore. But how about Dan Zlotnick on the song?
Good job, Dan. He has an album out right now. It just came out recently.
Check out Dan Zlotnick's album. How you doing, Jim?
I'm all right. We're keeping very busy here, Jomboy Media. We have an interview after this today. We get some interviews coming up. We're just nonstop in this room making videos and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. I'm in an all-time battle with Verizon right now, which does have me affected.
Yeah.
My headspace is messed up.
Murky.
And it's so, I know not everyone that listens to Talkin Yanks listens to Jomboy and Jake Radio, but we're doing a 10 a.m. morning show. You can listen to it at any time you want, but that's when it's live. And it's a lot of talk about our days and how we're doing. And I let people know I walked to work so happy. Great headspace, and the day has just been coming for me in so many ways.
Coming for you.
I mean, MLB, first copyright claim we've had in a while. There's a lot.
Get over that hump.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
It's
really
just
Verizon.
It's Verizon. And yeah, I got new phone at Verizon the other day, and in store that took me like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It used to take 5 minutes.
The pinnacle
max.
of today was. Jimmy had been on phone with Verizon for, I think we're at an hour
and 10.
An hour, 10 minutes total, full circle. And where we landed was the person working for Verizon started naming different locations.
I said, can I get this done at a store?
Yeah.
She said, depends where you are. I said, New York City. She said, let me Google that.
Let me Google the Verizons in New York City. And it's
you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
Bad news.
If anyone's curious, I now have two phones. I have an iPhone 10 and an iPhone 11, and both work well, but aren't phones.
Right.
They're just iPads, basically.
Yeah.
So I had one. I started the day with the old one working. I could make and receive calls. I tried to get them to make the new one work, and now they both don't work, and that's where we're at with that. And if we're being honest, I don't know when that's going to get fixed.
Yeah. Rooting for you.
Thank you.
Always.
We all had to sit here and do it.
And yeah, little self-promotion before we dive in. Like Jimmy said, we're doing a ton of stuff, and maybe this will segue into Jimmy, something he wants to talk about briefly. But if you like us, we've got our own stuff, JJR, Silly. I know Watching Baggage Crew is strong amongst the Talkin Yanks community. That's as silly as a TV show can get, and we have some fun with that. We're also doing a ton of baseball stuff, like Jimmy said, interview coming after this. That's going on Talkin Baseball. We might have a couple Yanks coming on soon. Look out for those.
Fingers crossed.
I feel like, we're re-watching some old baseball games on the YouTube machine and stuff like that, so check it out. And I don't know if that feeds you into your quick Jimmy's Yankee history lesson of the day.
Yeah, do you want to?
Should we play the sound clip first?
Yeah, BBD, can you play the Jimmy's
Yankee history of the day sound clip?
Nothing I say should be important to anyone.
No, come on
that's
now.
Not it.
I've got stuff.
No, that's
That
about
kinda
my,
works.
that's about my diseases, though. Okay.
Look, we don't have that much worked into here yet.
Okay.
Wow.
Tough break.
Wow. Excuses are like assholes, David. They take them out of cats.
Jeez.
And they're delicious.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Assholes or cats?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here is my
Jimmy's Yankee history lesson of the day.
Yeah.
Sound
Alrighty.
clip. Done.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking content machine.
Everyone can stay with me real quick. We're going to go back to 1976. Yankees get swept by the Big Red Machine in the World Series.
Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Tony Perez, Sparky Anderson.
Sweep the Yankees. They finally make it to the pinnacle. They've got the crew to get it done. It doesn't happen, Jake. They get swept. Steinbrenner's at the helm. He's embarrassed. He says, "We need winners on this squad."
I want winners.
The off-season moves from Steinbrenner are really funny. He goes out and he gets Don Gullett,
Don Gullett, former Reds ace.
who was on the Big Red Machine
Yeah.
for all of their World Series runs, all their postseasons, got some Cy Young votes. The big splash, obviously, they go get Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson was on the Oakland
Yeah.
dynasty that
Yeah.
went to a bunch of World Series and playoffs, obviously, right?
Yep.
They also get backup outfielder Paul Blair,
PB.
who he had experience with the Baltimore Orioles
World
as
Series history.
World Series history. They also get rid of their shortstop and bring in Bucky Dent.
What was his name? Fred Nelson?
Fred Stanley.
Fred Stanley?
Was it
I
Fred?
might be wrong, too. I think I made up the Stanley.
No. Fred Stanley. Yeah, Fred Stanley was the shortstop in 76, and he single-handedly lost them a game with a bad throwing error.
Right.
Not that they really had a chance anyway. But I just think that is funny that Steinbrenner right there, like, we need winners. And he went out and got a bunch of guys with experience.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
Yeah.
Yankees were then in a little dynasty.
Yeah.
Went Oakland to Cincinnati to Yankees, and he picked up players from all those other squads.
Yeah.
So there's your little very light Yankees history. Anyone that's my dad's age lived that and knows way more than us.
Yeah,
But
we were doing one of our YouTube baseball game watches, and we were like,
watching
okay,
baseball. on
watching
YouTube.
baseball. We decided to call it. We put on our creative hats. And, basically a really good World Series game, too. And Yankees last hitter, shortstop, Fred Stanley, terrible numbers on the year. He basically threw away a really good game by Catfish Hunter, and that sucked. So we were like, hey, maybe people need to know.
Dude, Fred Stanley. See, when we did the 1976 lineup for the Yankees, he was the only name I don't remember.
Yeah.
Or had never been told. So 1976, I'll go through like their
Yeah.
average batting order for everyone, right? It was Mickey Rivers,
Yep.
Roy White, my dad's favorite, Thurman Munson,
Yeah.
Chambliss. Who's May?
Wake up, Maggie.
Nettles was the
Nettles, third base.
Nettles, Gamble, know him.
Yeah.
Randolph, we know him. Carlos May from 76. He only had 1 year with the Yankees, half a year really. I don't remember him. But yes,
Wasn't Sweet Lou there?
that was next year.
Okay.
Or maybe he got hurt at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
Sweet Lou was there. He got
Yeah.
hurt in 76 or something like that.
So, I mean, this is, if you've watched any Old Timers Day or if your parents were Yankees fans, you've heard about all these dudes, except.
Yo, in 1970, is that Fred Stanley?
Yeah.
In 1976, You know how Baseball Reference will give you the most common batting orders for a full season?
Sure.
And nowadays, if you have the same 9 guys in the same order 5 times,
Right.
that's a lot.
Extreme.
It's crazy high. So in 1976, they ran out the same exact lineup 20 times in the season.
Yeah.
Rivers, White, Munson, Chambliss, May, Nettles, Gamble, Randolph, Mason.
It's Mason.
I'm going to go 10 years later. I'm going to go 86 and just
Okay.
see how many. 8 was the most in 86.
Times they are changing.
In 96, we get 4.
What, last year was what, 2?
Yeah, left for the Yankees. Oh, my God.
It's tough.
And they're not counting like the. Yeah. So, all right. So 2006 was 8.
Yeah, I feel like they got into a rhythm there.
Yeah, they had a lot of studs
Yeah.
and older guys. And then 2019, 3.
3. That's right. Got hot towards the end.
LeMahieu, Judge, Didi, Gary, Edwin, Glaber, Gardner, Voit, Talkman. They did that 3 times, and that's the most. So in 76, they had 20.
And I think
I'm gonna go 1956 just to see if it's
Okay.
like higher than 20 or if 20 was still pretty high.
going back.
5.
Wow. look
Okay.
at that.
Interesting.
And I think my closing note on Jimmy's history update, if you want to know why Willie Randolph was so beloved, A, he started a couple important Yankee rallies. B, he could fly.
Fast.
Willie could fly.
Yeah. And if you're really like, what are you guys talking about? If
Yeah.
you go to the JOMBOY Media YouTube channel, it's literally Jake and I watching an old game. So we started with the 1972 World Series, and we're doing a game from each World Series since then, but only 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, like the most important innings. In 1936, they had 31 games with the same batting order.
It's your dream.
Cressetti, Rolfe, DiMaggio, Gehrig, Dickey, Selkirk, Powell, Lazzari.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Selkirk?
Selkirk.
George Selkirk.
Make the play, Selkirk.
Nickname, Twinkle Toes.
Yeah, been there.
9 years as a Yankee. Career OPS plus
696.
127.
Oh, OPS plus.
OPS plus.
My bad.
OPS is 883.
Raked?
He had a lifetime 400 on base percentage, lifetime 290 batting average.
He goes overlooked.
I have no idea who this guy is.
That's baseball, Susan.
Looks like he only started 4 years of it. He was the backup for the 1930s Yankees. Damn.
Jimmy's, Yankees, history, stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for coming
Oh.
on this ride through history with me. Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll never, ever, ever do it again.
Coin flip.
Toss the coin. You want to go to some voicemails?
Yeah, let's do some VMs.
We have a handful, and then we have
Some Twitter questions, Twitter
Yeah.
cues.
This one's only 17 seconds long. Producer Luke didn't do the voicemails for me because he's in Ohio, quarantined, chilling. So, and I didn't ask. I forgot to ask. him
Yo,
too.
hey, JOMBOY and Jake. This is Will calling from Amherst, Mass. I got a quick question for you. I was wondering if you guys could do a ranking of your favorite unsung or underrated Yankees. For example, I'd have Scott Brocious as my number 1. Let me know what you guys think. Love the show.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Interesting.
for sure.
Yankees history into that question.
Yeah, I mean, mine is George
Twinkle
Selkirk.
Toes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he is. He was completely unsung. I haven't heard about him, and he was. His career numbers are pretty good. 108 career home runs.
Yankees history. Don Gullett,
Yeah, another big one.
Ron Guidry.
Unsung. Like how much does Miguel Cairo count?
Ooh, okay. So this is interesting because
Are we just naming good utility
Luis
infielders?
Soho, yeah. And yeah, what's unsung? Like, are we talking like looking back at what they actually did baseball wise?
Because like Cairo is never on a winning Yankees team.
Because like I think there's something to like so me and Jimmy have done this watching baseball, and we're seeing a lot of these guys that are, 2-3-time All-Stars, but we've never really heard of them. And I've been wondering if someone was doing that, 30, 40 years from now and they're looking back. And I think the guy that jumped out to me, and again, I'm changing the old question to give my own answer because that's what a genius does, is like Paul O'Neill. Like, Paul O'Neill's stats don't jump off the page.
He is beloved. He's not
Right. That's why I changed the question.
Oh.
Yeah, come on. So, like, if someone 30 years from now is just looking at box scores and they're like, oh, the Yankees used the same lineup 20 times in 1998, they'll be like, Paul O'Neill, yeah, my dad raves about Paul O'Neill. He calls him the Warrior. It's like, he averaged 20 homers a year? It's like, if you watch Paulio play, you know.
You know.
You know about it.
I was going to say Ramiro Pena in 09,
Mm.
but he was just good. I mean, the 09 team was pretty healthy, so they just needed a guy on the bench that could go play whenever, defensive replacement. And, I mean, he's a Ronald Reyes. I mean, he has a empty good numbers. 287 batting average in however many plate appearances, but I don't know. What I was going to do, I was going to cheat. I was going to go to 2009 Yankees and just look up a reliever, like Brian Bruni. Is he unsung? Remember when he came to camp, he lost all that weight?
Yeah, it's weird. How do you label unsung? Unsung. I don't know.
Brian Bruni.
How about Bernie Williams?
He's like,
get the core 4 out of my face.
he should be a. Why isn't Bernie a Hall of Famer?
Fantastic 5.
Huh?
Bernie Williams.
No, I don't
Final
think
answer.
they'd say fantastic.
Fab 5.
No.
Taken.
I don't think they'd say fab either.
Okay. What do you think they'd say?
I'm trying to think of it.
Exactly.
Funnel cake 5.
No.
Fun 5.
No, that's not it.
Okay, geez.
I think it's a Fantastic 5.
It's too long. The fucking 5.
Okay, interested.
Yeah. What about Edouard Ramirez? You were big.
Freaky. I loved Edouard.
So skinny and ugly.
Wipeout.
His career ended short, man.
Enrique Wilson versus Pedro.
Is it Luis Sojo?
Don Zimmer. It's a weird question.
Yeah, everyone's got different versions of unsung.
Yeah.
Right? And every generation has different guys they're going to go to.
Like, didn't Brocious win a World Series MVP?
Yes.
So, I mean, that feels pretty sung. And I love me some Scotty B.
You know what I'm
love
always
a good bear.
You know what I'm always interested in? Because you have these formative years guys.
Sure.
Like for us, Cairo only was a Yankee for like 2.5 seasons.
Right.
But like I loved him when he was there because he was silly Cairo. The generation 10 years younger than us.
Okay.
Like, hey, BBD, who do you have as like a random like 2013, 2010 to 2013 Yankee that you love?
Liked.
That was like not liked. Is there anyone?
Well, 13's a tough year to throw out first.
All right,
I'm gonna look up the 2012 roster and I'll find a name.
Is your generation endeared to Russell Martin in any way? Because I never liked Martin.
I liked Martin. I can't speak for a whole generation.
Know who's? I think
speak for the generation.
I think I have a name.
Okay.
Jan Jervis Solarte.
He was fun.
Never nervous, Jan Jervis.
Yeah, they traded him away before.
That was some fun stuff.
I think you brought me to the answer because didn't Solarte like unseat Nunez? So I think Nunez might be the. I don't know. He made a lot of errors, so by the end I didn't like him. Yeah. I feel like I remember always rooting for him.
Yeah, he did. Eduardo Nunez. Know what it is? I mean, the Yankees it was always old guys in those years. That's why it sucked. Like it was an old Vernon Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Old
Swisher might be the answer because the
Swish.
numbers in 10 years probably won't really stick out, but he was lots of fun.
Swish ain't a bad answer.
Yeah, Swisher's a good answer for that generation's like fun. It was only 4 years now looking back, and
Zoilo Almonte.
Zoilo. Who was the other Melky that was supposed to come up?
Ooh.
Melky Mesa.
Mesa, yeah.
Melky Mesa.
And they're like, the only two Melkies.
Vidal Nuno. So, yeah, that was a lot of guys.
Oh, here's a fun one from the chat. Jesus Moncero says, for Yankee fans 10 years older than you, it would be Mike Pagliarulo. Which I've never heard that name before. Have you?
Mikey Pags. Not familiar.
Third base. My dad liked him. He was like your dad's age, so he liked Roy White.
My dad liked
Munson.
Roy White a lot.
But he liked Pags too, I believe.
Yeah, so Rags. Did you call him Rags?
Rags.
Pags.
Pags?
Because it's the first 3 letters of his name.
Pagliarulo. Fun name. He played for the Yankees 4.5 years. And was really bad. The numbers are not good.
Pags. All right, random season 2006. Then I'm done with this conversation.
Okay.
Oh, so clicked on 2006, and then I thought of a different name. How about a guy we saw in Yankees Classic the other day, Nick Johnson?
Yeah, I think that's a frustrating tale.
He was pretty talented, got hurt a lot. You either loved him or hated him.
He invented the
thumb thing.
And Brett Gardner invented the Gardner.
Yeah.
And I think Yogi invented putting the finger outside of the catcher's glove. I think a lot of Yankees invented shit with their hands.
Inventors, wow.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't Yogi, maybe it was Howard, but I'm not sure. 2006 Yankees, you're looking for a random guy. People like Andy Phillips. I loved Andy Phillips.
He's the one that reminded me of Nick Johnson.
Okay.
Which is odd enough.
I was a big Andy Phillips fan, not for play. I don't even remember, but I remember in 2006, Jake.
Scott Proctor.
I remember in 2006 because there were some injuries having the conversation like this is the most homegrown we'll ever see the Yankees.
There's got to be a lot of kids out there that have no idea who Chiming Wong is, right?
They did a documentary on him last year, so maybe that helps. But, I mean, he's a really good one because if that injury didn't happen,
right.
the what would have been, he was a back-to-back 19-game winner, Cy Young votes.
In 06-07, Chiming Wong won 19 games back-to-back. And then, he was out of town in 09. So, I'd assume under the Hoodie crew, no offense, Hoodie crew, but you guys are young, and I miss being young. But I'd assume that generation has no idea what Chiming Wong was up to.
Yeah, I would guess.
Unsung Yankee, boom.
There was one year, 2006 or 2007, where I remember having the conversation this is the most homegrown team I've ever since I started watching, because they were calling them the Baby Bombers, because Andy Phillips was playing a lot. I think Cano was homegrown, Jeter was homegrown, Melky Cabrera was homegrown, Jorge Posada was homegrown, Andy Phillips was playing a lot. And I remember hey, it's 8 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 or whatever. But at that time, now the Yankees are really homegrown.
Yeah.
But at that time, and
changing philosophy,
midst of all that, had to be
Ron Vallone, sex symbol.
Did you like Bobby Abreu?
I did. I like that he was round and really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the day. I remember
the Barkley effect.
I remember the day they traded for him, and the Phillies started shaving his beard in the dugout.
Yeah.
When the news broke.
He's one of the most underrated guys in baseball history.
Yeah.
We did that steals and homers thing the other day, and he was up there.
Was he?
18-year
career. So there's gonna be bad years when you have an 18-year career, at the end of that and shit.
Yeah.
And he has a 128 career OPS plus. And a 870 career OPS. It's a really, really good career.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a Hall of Famer.
And he was a big OBP guy that didn't get appreciated yet. But
395 career on-base percentage.
Yeah. I mean, in his prime, 1998 to 2010, which is a while. We're talking 13 seasons. I mean, he averaged 21 homers, 95 ribbies, 28 steals, and 100-plus walks a year. 297, 402, and 894 OPS. Bobby Abreu was really good.
He was good for the Yankees, too. But, and then the first thing I think of is that he was scared of the wall in right field. That's the first thing that comes to mind. That's unfair.
And know what?
He got MVP votes in 2007.
Know who might be another guy? I'm scared to say this one. And you and I might be, again, too close to this one. Is Tino appreciated by the kids? Probably not, right?
BBD?
Well, I was a freak with baseball.
Yeah, you're
stuff,
pretty
so
close to this.
I appreciate everyone you've said, but probably not the generation.
I've got Tino as a wild card there.
Remember when Tino came back and he put in 05 and he put together like a stretch.
I fucking love Tino Martinez.
Close your eyes and picture Tino Martinez playing baseball. What do you got? What's the visual?
I have him like making love to the females in my family. That's what I close my eyes and see.
That's a weird answer.
Yeah, I know, but he deserves it.
Crushing a high fastball.
Yeah, sure.
Just like a fastball that the pitcher throws thinking, this is a show me
right
fastball that I'm setting up for the next pitch, and Tino just going up and getting it.
Constantino.
That's a good name. Didn't he have 10 games in a row where he hit a home run?
No way.
He had a stretch.
He had a stretch for sure, but I don't think it was 10.
Let's see. In 2005, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 5. This is a crazy stretch by him in 2007.
Tino might be my final answer.
10 home runs in 11 games started in 2005. I think Don Mattingly, home run consecutive games. I think Don Mattingly holds the record for it. Does anyone know?
Mattingly, I know, homered in 8 straight games. Tino had 8 homers in 8 games, but like weird.
But missed
stuff.
a game? Okay.
Missed a game, had a 2-homer game. Mattingly homered in 8 consecutive.
Ken Griffey Jr. has 8 straight games. And Don Mattingly has 8. Kendrys Morales has 7.
Our guy. Underrated Yankee.
Kendrys?
Unsung. Like, dude, my final answer is big time Tino. Tino was on the Yankees from 96 through 01.
I think that's a fair answer. And
dude, listen to what I said about Bernie. Like, I'm out here fighting for Bernie to be the 5th guy in the Funky 5 or whatever you've named them, the Fun 5. And like Tino's easy 6. Like, Tino should have a big argument. I mean, he was like the cleanup hitter always, right? Am I misremembering that?
I don't know. But I think Tino's a really good answer. 2000.
And like the name fits too.
Tino Martinez.
Like, our kids are going to be like, his name was Tino? And I'll be like, shut up.
You think Tino's a weird name?
Yeah. How many Tinos do you know?
It's a really good. I've never thought of it as a weird name because I think he was in my life. Tino
His
Martinez.
name's Constantino. It's a bizarre name.
My cousin.
And I'm a paisan, huh?
My cousin's AJ's dog was named Tino. So
sure.
So maybe it was just in my life
Name
in
a dog
2
anything.
different places. So
Yeah.
that's why I didn't. Is Tino a weird name? Officially asking the world. I think it is, but
Let us know.
what's it short for? Is it short? Can it be short for anything else?
Constantino, no.
That's wild.
I mean, you're not going to meet another Tino. Like, Tina and Christina is such a common, like, lady name. Thanks, Jake. But yeah.
Tino. You're right. Let's see where he was the 5th hitter, and then in 98 he was 4 or 5 hitter with Bernie. Bernie got hurt for a little,
And
so he
Tino.
went to the 4 hitter.
I mean, he was in the middle of the lineup for the Yankees dynasty. And like he will be not kind of forgotten, but in the annals of in baseball history, Tino will be forgotten.
Yeah. Only had 1 year as a Yankee with an OPS plus below 100. Career 112 OPS plus. Career
I kind of remember
815
that year, too.
OPS.
I remember being like, Tino, be good.
It's 2000, so you
Yeah.
were 11 years old.
Like, Tino,
Come on, Tino.
you've never done this before.
My cousin named my dog after you.
So, like, you got to pick it up.
Yeah.
Good question. Caller?
Chat says, had a buddy with the first name Martino, and we called him Tino.
Okay. I mean, Martino's still not a common name.
And then the other said Martins go by Tino sometimes.
That's stretching it.
Yeah.
You got to
If
really
you're Martine,
Do you think of Tino as a bizarre, weird name?
unique.
kinda. I think I know like maybe one person who goes by Tino, but that's like kind of back of my brain.
Tino's my official first answer. Next question.
Damn it.
Look out! What up, guys? It's Bubak. With the recent events that have shook the sports world and this amazing Talkin Yanks nation, we need a way to spark the fire in some. come together as one and watch a Yankee game from last season on a replay, all at the same time. And just pretend it's new. I'm thinking the July 24th, 2019 Twins-Hicks game.
Yeah.
Don't check the box score beforehand. Thoughts? Thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves.
I think you got to go older. It's too fresh in the brain for me. Like a random
Yeah.
2017 game that I don't remember, like that Cubs walk-off, everything that happened leading up to that. Not walk-off, the tying home run by Gardy, the extra innings game for the Cubs.
I kind of like that idea to sick Keith on. Keith's wanted to do his opening day thing. I kind of like just Yankees Twitter playing out a night like a live 7 p.m. game is on.
The Yes Network's just running through them.
Yeah. But we should send out like a Talkin Yanks like 7 p.m. on like a Thursday night. Just send out a YouTube link to a random game from like 2004.
Someone go get the TV guide from the mailbox, and we'll find out what games they're playing and when they start.
Thank you.
And we'll turn them into Christmas trees and decorate the apartment. A lot of people got taken back right there.
Christmas.
All right, next.
All right, Jimmy and Jake, it's Sam calling from the Jersey Shore. In a state of utter boredom, day 7 of coronavirus quarantine, whatever the fuck we're calling it. I'm playing MLB 2K13 as the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, so that shows where I'm at. I just thought of a weird random question that maybe you guys know the answer to. Do they build minor league parks in the same dimension as the major league parks? Like, does right field in Scranton short like right field at the stadium? Love you guys. Peace.
Thanks for calling in. You know what's bizarre? Google Voice they translate the voicemails for me in case I just want to read along. Like Boobach, they always type it out as blue box.
Right.
Hey, this is blue box.
Blue box.
But the Google translate of the voicemail nailed coronavirus. That's how much it's taken over the world.
Wow.
They were quick on that.
Yeah.
Spelled it, no space, nothing. Nailed it. Wasn't even a
Apple.
word a month ago.
All over it.
That's nuts. Hey, I believe what they do here is that the spring training facilities, all the newer ones, try to mirror the park that the big leaguers play. Like Fenway does that. I believe Steinbrenner Field has that.
Well, Fenway's a weird one because they do spring training there. But if you remember on our weird tour we went on, they don't have a team actually play there.
Yeah, just some colleges and championship games. But
I'm sure a couple teams have that and have fun with it, but I think they really don't care.
Well, they change hands too much. Like that
Yeah.
that team in Vegas
Yeah.
was the Mets, and then it was Oakland, and now it's it's some West Coast team now.
The Yard Goats in Hartford are the Rockies now, and
Yeah, they change hands way too much for that to happen.
Yeah.
So what they do is their spring training facility, because that won't really change hands, and then the Yankees, like the Tarpons, do play out of that facility. So that's
Right.
that. It would be a really good idea if they didn't change hands and ownership and move teams around as much as they do.
yeah.
Like right now, the Nationals, their AAA team is in Fresno, California, so they actually store their best players that are going to be going up and down a lot at AA, which is on the East Coast. And that will probably change in like a month. So,
yeah.
it's a weird system. They're trying to change that, but a lot of people are upset with them for trying to change it. It would be smart, especially for Fenway. Like, especially weird stadiums like that.
Yeah, I don't know. At the same time, it gets weird because we're picturing perfect world where, a young left fielder comes up the Red Sox organization and he's been playing balls off the monster for 5 years. But if you're another organization, you don't want that. You want a left fielder that can actually play a human-sized left field instead of someone that just plays with a giant garage door.
Yeah, but the opposing team doesn't have a say in it.
Yeah, maybe it's like I'm picturing a good mutual handshake around the league. Like, hey, let's not do that.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it'd be fun. Be fun for the fans, especially.
Right.
Be really cool.
Yeah.
They should be miniature versions of the real stadium.
Like
Not
Ford.
miniature, but yeah. Next and last voicemail.
Hey guys, it's Cameron from Midtown. Probably you're pretty done with all this quarantine business. But I'm sure you guys are hanging through, making those great videos, watching baggage in old World Series games. Anyway, I was thinking, I think the whole opening day roster will be healed by the time opening day comes around, probably in July. What do you think about that? All right, see you guys. Peace.
Yeah, you would really hope so. Besides Severino, obviously he's not going to be healthy because he's still recovering from Tommy John. You would hope so. But I think we actually have a Twitter question that kind of ties in with this, right?
Yeah, we had a David Segui segue to the Twitter questions. And it was, what's going to be the weird injury someone suffers while waiting for baseball to start, from Hoodie J. Paxton, excuse me. And yeah, I mean, in theory, everyone should be healthy for whenever new opening day is. Don't bet money on it. I don't know. I could use a good carpal tunnel from gaming. I'd like to see Yankees Twitter get hot on that for about 24 hours.
What if Tommy Kahnle, Brett Gardner's himself, throws the controller, it bounces back, hits himself in the face.
Okay.
Goes blind, can't see, depth perception's fucked up, career is
Blind,
over.
full blind, huh?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna go. I know you're not an Avengers guy, but in the last movie, Thor gets fat because he's like sad. I'm going that way with Tommy Kahnle. Like, Tommy Kahnle just loses it for 2 months and he's like obese, like no baseball, just completely lost.
That's mean.
Kind of, because he kind of did that already.
Yeah.
But he had baseball.
Yeah.
So this is without baseball. Baseball is the vice.
I mean, there might be what about like a hunting accident?
Ooh, hunting accident. We're definitely going to...
Dick Cheney's
guys
himself?
can still hunt, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like isolated.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might get a hunting injury.
The guy who's in charge of it all said that like jogging is 100%
Right.
healthy. Like, you're allowed.
So that's how someone gets hurt. Oh, we'll definitely get a lifting injury, right? What if this was Family Feud and there's 5 on the board? I like hunting.
Okay.
I think that's in the 4 spot.
Okay.
Working out's probably 1.
Yeah.
53 people.
The last one.
Last one where you get like 2 people.
Yeah, bed sores.
Bed sores?
Yeah.
What's bed sores?
Like when you lay down in bed for so long, don't do anything, that like you get sores on your body.
Okay. I think they get that, but someone says like in the bedroom, and Steve Harvey's like, "Come on, what?
Are you still in on Steve Harvey?
What are you doing in the bedroom? You've never been in on Steve Harvey."
The very beginning of Family Feud, his first year or two, I like
and respect what he does as a host. Because as you and I are seeing more stuff about hosting, hosting anything is weird.
Yeah,
and
but
he's good at it, but he's a bad guy off the field.
He said a lot of weird stuff lately.
Yeah.
People are just opening their eyes to it. He's been saying bad and weird stuff for a long time.
America's realizing.
I'm trying to tell people he's not really a good guy.
Oh, horrible guy off the field.
Yeah, Family Feud became way too self-aware with Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Like they had Magic the first season. They became way too self-aware.
Sure.
They played into it. He played into it. It's been bad ever since. So we got bed sores, hunting, gaming.
Gaming would be up there. I guess I'd put hunting like up above gaming.
I mean, working out has to be the number one.
Yeah, that's the number one.
So it's working out, hunting, gaming.
We need a good second option. What's a good second option? Like partying, but like we're not allowed to party? I don't know.
I mean, wouldn't like coronavirus be number 1 or 2?
Ooh, well, guys already have that in the minor league camp.
Yeah, get the
Roni. God, who knows? The Yankees will surprise us. I know they will.
Yeah.
I believe in them.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I'm about to retweet John Heyman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Allies.
Yeah. Most agreeable thing he's ever said.
Let's hear it.
Anyone correcting or mocking typos in these times, I don't care about these times.
Wow.
In these times will be muted or more likely blocked.
Wow.
And he put an intentional typo.
Damn.
Never agreed with John Heyman.
You
more.
and Heyman. The world's ending.
I'm going to retweet him.
The world's fucking ending.
And the tweet should read it this. Anyone, I'm going to undo my retweet. And I'm going to retweet with comment. I'm going to say, first time I've ever sided so hardly with John.
Wow. This is big.
The tweet should read, quote, anyone correcting / mocking typos ever is a loser.
Wow.
Set tweet.
Damn.
I mean, firm
Wow.
stance. Have something to say or don't have something to say.
Yeah, I like a good mock here and there. You got to mix in the mock. It's like a guy who throws a change up 2% of the time.
It's
You got to have fun with it.
you get like 2 a year, and you better make them creative.
Yeah, it's like when Chapman has that weird midseason series where he throws a changeup, and you're like, that was all right.
Yeah, it was different.
Sure.
You got to use it right. But if you like on the regular,
You're leaning on
correct a typo.
You're getting rocked. You're Tyler Clippard.
Yeah. Tyler Clippard with a high floating changeup in 2017
So
to the Brewers, gives up a grand slam.
You're going to be excited for this. Matt Robinson asks, what player do you think the Yankees will be looking at in the upcoming draft? You don't have a lean?
Next.
Don't no lean on that one.
Who asked that?
Run to safety, Matt Robinson.
Matt, I appreciate
Yeah.
that you're interested.
Thank
in
you
that.
for asking a question.
Go find out and
But-
report it to me.
You might have to lick it.
And then understand you have no idea.
So I think
in the draft.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I liked it because I knew this was going to happen. Thanks, Matt. John Torres, do you think Herman will come back strong after his suspension ends?
Domingo?
Yeah.
Sounded like you said German.
Herman. Maybe in 2021, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play at all.
Yeah. This the Herman thing is one of the more interesting things in the Yankees scope because he's going to have to serve 63 games or 81? It was 81. He's already served a couple.
He has to do 63-ish
Something like that, yeah.
more games.
So, yeah, I mean, if this is an abbreviated season, there's a chance the Yanks don't even turn to him. Now that I hear the number 63, I still feel I think 81 is the minimum games baseball plays this year, which, God, if you can, I mean, in theory, you just got to prorate everything, Jim. In theory, that would still have Domingo available for the last almost quarter of the season.
So
I don't know.
You don't want to hear my answer to this.
I do.
I'm leaning closer and closer to no season.
Oh, yeah. I don't get that. I don't get how you're so Corona's not affecting your life, but you think the baseball season might get canceled.
Well, they're two completely different things.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, I think the baseball season might get canceled for labor issues and service time issues, and if they have to push it to July.
I think Kenny R already tweeted stuff about that. I mean, if they can get games in, they're going to get games in.
What's the limit? How many months do you need for them to have a season and a playoffs?
August 1st?
And then just a 2-month season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that. If it gets to that point, I think they just might push the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You're going to have 3/4 months to play with, and you're not going to do anything? That makes no sense.
Yeah, it just fucks up a lot of the free agents, or a lot of the one year, like Didi Gregorius trying to get a contract now. It's only 2 months. Mookie Betts, service time, all of that. Huge headache. You
got time to figure it out.
Yeah, but you got to admit that if it gets to that and they're like, what are we arguing over? Let's just push
There's too much money on the table for everyone to just say wash their hands and not play 3 to 4 months of baseball.
I'm just saying.
No way.
I'm just saying that is a possibility in my mind now.
Okay.
Small, but I'm bracing myself like. Dude, I am so scared of the MLBPA. Like, I think we're going to have a strike because of this, even more so than this. Because I think they're just going to be, and like the stuff we're hearing about what they're arguing over behind the walls and what some of the money breakdowns and stuff like that, it's bad. It is behind the walls of MLB right now is incredibly ugly.
Yeah. Between
the players union and the league and the owners and the fan bases and the employees that work, like, it is really, really ugly. And I don't see it getting better.
It's going to get uglier if they cancel things instead of getting a solution.
I don't think so. I think it's the easiest thing. Just reset reset all the contracts, reset everything.
Yeah, I don't see that happening, but maybe.
Do you have another question?
Maybe moo. But yeah, don't get excited for Herman this year. Or
Herman's not pitching to 2021.
He might. I think he might.
What would it have to be? It'd have to be.
Well, dude, I just said even if they play 81 games, like he would still be able to come back with 17 to play, which prorated is like a fifth of the season. And like he's still an asset to them.
Yeah.
You know? So we'll see. We'll see. What Ken Rosenthal? Union not asking for full year of service for players. That's a Ken Rosenthal article. We'll get back to that. Will the Herrera era go down as one of the biggest what-ifs in franchise history?
No.
That's from Hoodie Glaber.
Chin Ming Wang beats it.
Wow.
I mean, easily.
I mean, that's just, Jimmy just dropped his balls on your face, Matt.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I don't know if he's going to recover from that. Damn. Kim LaChance, what's up with the whole Red Sox punishment? Back burner.
No one ever cared. Like, if we're being honest, no one ever cared about that anyway. It was never going to be anything anyway. So
it's just how much they're going to punish Cora, and who knows.
Yeah.
If you had to step in the box against any former or current Yankee, who do you think you'd have the best chance against?
Anyone that's pitched for the Yankees ever?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Austin Romine.
Yeah, or Mike Ford, Swisher.
Mike Ford, second inning Mike Ford when he just started lobbing it is the answer. Yeah.
Swisher had a really good ERA. Yankees ever have a knuckleballer?
That's what I was trying to think of. I mean, they've had to.
Yeah, they had a knuckleballer. It was
did Steve Sparks come over for a little bit?
No, it's a name that I'm blanking on me. Necro. He played for the Yankees at one point.
What's Steve Sparks up to nowadays? Never put on the pinstripes. Tough.
45-year-old Phil Necro played for the Yankees in '84.
Hell of an athlete.
How many games do you think he started at 45?
150.
No, wrong.
34.
31.
Knuckleballs, baby.
Dude. Phil Necro in 1977 at 38 years old started 43 games. And he had 20 complete games. 40-year-old Phil Necro. 40-year-old Phil Necro in 1979 started 44 games.
Yeah.
And had 23 complete game shutouts. He had 342 innings pitched. Oh, knuckleballers are awesome.
They're the best. We need a good knuckleballer.
Are you kidding me?
We need a good knuckleballer to come out of this.
What do you think his ERA was?
2.39.
Holy smokes, man. He hit not only was he starting every game then, he hit his prime. In 78 at 39 years old, he had a 2.88 ERA.
That's when a knuckler gets it right.
In the 79 when he was 40, he had a 3.39 ERA.
I'm pretty lost in Wakefield stats right now. I mean,
you guys hear that garbage bin behind us?
Wakefield threw so many innings for the Red Sox.
What do you think Phil Necro's nickname was?
3,000 innings. Philip.
Nope.
Damn. Nuxie. Yeah, definitely heard Jim Cott say that before.
Wakefield never started over 33 games in a season. What a little bitch compared to Phil Necro.
Tough. That's really rude.
I said compared to Phil Necro.
Yeah. Different time periods. Red Sox suck. God, I don't know. First Yankee to go out in rage. No. I feel nothing and everything all at once. From Hoodie A-Rod.
What's the everything he's feeling?
Let us know. Hoodie A. I think that's kind of all we got. Stanton season projection, that's kind of shot as of now.
How could you do that? I'm projecting there might not be a season.
Yeah.
Most games started by a pitcher in one season. These are never as easy to find as they should be.
think that's all I got.
Yeah. Yeah. Will White and Old Hoss Radburn.
We always end here.
Will White looked like a scientist, but yeah, he started 75 games in 1879. So I think they were throwing underhand.
Different
I
times.
think they were throwing underhand then.
Different times.
That's all we got? That's all the questions?
That's it, babe.
All right. How long is this episode?
50.
What? Smokes. We got
We're
to 50
going,
minutes.
babe. Yeah.
You go on Baseball Reference, you just get lost. Okay. Did we come to any conclusions? Tino Martinez is one of the more unsung Yankees.
Love Tino. Chin-Ming Wang.
Obviously, Yankee fans know Tino, but like outside world, probably unsung when you think of that dynasty.
In 10 years, he'll be forgotten by young fans.
Yeah. Ching-Ming Wang is the biggest what-if in recent Yankee history. I'm not going to go toe-to-toe with anyone older than me. They may have different versions.
Sure.
I mean, what about that?
That's where you kind of started this episode.
What about that?
Fred throws it away.
What about like
They trade
Brian
for Bucky Gant.
Taylor?
Brian Taylor, he was the draft pick that flamed out or whatever.
I think he died, right?
He like got in a bar fight and broke his shoulder or
Something
elbow,
like that.
something
And
like
everyone
that.
says he was one of the best they'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate you. We'll be back. I mean, PPPs are still going. I think we have 3 left. So
Jimmy's canceling the season, and we still got PPPs.
enjoy those.
It's gonna be okay, people. I swear.
We love you.
No idea.
See you later. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.